What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, the blogging rapper here. In this video, I want to talk to you with bated breath and just trying to hold back the tears about iTunes and a generation that will never know the true awesomeness of what iTunes was, currently is, and will soon be a thing of the past. So let's talk about it. So for anyone who doesn't know, and that should be no one because everyone should know, iTunes was the music download service with, you having to pay for it. Obviously it didn't come first. There was Napster, there was LimeWire, but iTunes was legit legal and by Apple. iTunes came out, and then afterwards came the iPod, and that launched the digital revolution, which is what we see now. I will admit that over the last few years, iTunes itself has been sort of a hodgepodge and didn't seem quite clear on what it was, because ever since they launched Apple Music, which is their music streaming service, it's been difficult trying to determine like how does it work, because on the phone it's a different experience than it is on here. On the phone you get podcasts and you get your music app and your iTunes app, but here you get iTunes and it has the podcast, that has everything all together, which I guess on the user end there's no real issue, but like from a marketing perspective, it gets to be a little confusing. Also, most people are used to purchasing albums, or at the very least purchasing singles from iTunes. Seems as though they're doing away with that altogether, and that's what I'm concerned about. They say that you will have access to your library. Don't worry about it. All your purchases will be just fine. And again, that's the other part of iTunes, was that you can also purchase movies, and your movies would be available in your Apple TV app, different things like that. So yeah, iTunes, when I hear iTunes, I think of music. So why would you be able to download and purchase movies and videos? Didn't really make sense. If it was music videos, I can understand, but no, you could actually buy movies on iTunes. That didn't make sense to me. So I wonder where they're going to be at now, because Apple, they're replacing iTunes with I guess it makes sense here. They're replacing iTunes with the music app, Apple Podcast app, and the Apple TV app. So yeah, I guess that makes sense then, because you can use the Apple TV app to get your movies. But I don't think they're going to allow you to, the days of purchasing and downloading movies and the days of purchasing and downloading songs from Apple, it seems like it's kind of in the past now. I mean, you'll still have your purchases, but I don't think you'll be able to do that anymore going forward. Because they're all about the streaming stuff. They're all about streaming music and then streaming videos. Who really wants to own that stuff? I do. And I know tons more. So it's kind of a good/bad. It's good in the business practice sense, but it's bad because, what were to happen if I lose access to my account? I know there's ways to recover, but what would have happened if I had a movie, right? And I like the movie, and there's a whole controversy around the movie, and for whatever reason they decided to take it off the listing. Now it's no longer available on Apple TV. Well, I did that instead of going out and buying the movie itself, like the Blu-ray or whatever. So there's a big controversy about the movie, and so they pull it from shelves and stuff like that, and they pull it from digital distribution, and now Like, because I didn't buy the physical copy, I can't go out and buy it because they pulled it. But if I had originally bought the physical copy, didn't matter if they pulled it, I'd still have access to that movie, right? It's just a random idea, but basically you lose control. You lose control when all it is streaming. So a little, like, I'm not too okay with this. Because of that reason. I feel more confident as a consumer to be in control of my content. Like, I want to have access to this anytime I want. I want to own this copy of this movie or this copy of this album, right? And we've seen stuff like that happen in the past. So, yeah. But again, it is a smart business decision because what they're going for is complete uniformity. So, you know, with Apple TV, it's available on all of their platforms, you know, Apple TV, the iPad, iPhone, etc., etc. Yeah, so, and then the music, same thing. So they're all about the uniformity, so it makes sense from a business sense. It's just, let's just have a moment of silence for the death of iTunes. It felt like it was going to happen at some point. It seemed like the natural progression here, but it is sad. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure if you will no longer be able to purchase, like, maybe you can on the music app, because the music app, it's called the music app. It's not called the Apple Music app. It's called Music. Which uses the Apple Music streaming service. So, and then you still have access to your purchases. So that could indicate that you can make additional purchases in the future. I'm just speculating. But I don't think that'll be the case. I don't think it fits in their strategy going forward. So what do you guys think? Am I worried over nothing, or do you feel like this is the direction that Apple is going as well? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, just wanted to show you what I'm looking at. So, music. And then you got iTunes here, right? So, get ready to say goodbye. We'll miss you, iTunes. Here's iTunes right here on my MacBook. We'll miss you. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. I gotta tend to my kids. But I hope you enjoyed that video. Please give me a thumbs up for the working dads out there. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification to get future updates on videos, and I will see y'all in the next one. It's Jason, the blogging rapper. Much love, God bless, peace.